Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Radha, Radhanat Radha, Radhanat Radhe. Jai Radha, Radhanat Radha, Radhanat Radhe. Jai Radha, Radhanat Radha, Radhanat Radhe. Jai Radhe Radhe, Jai Radhe Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Radha, Radhanat Radha, Radhanat Radhe. Jai Radha, Radhanat Radha, Radhanat Radhe. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Everybody please put your hands in the air from the bottom of your heart. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Tagore, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Tagore, Hari Bol. Netai Gora, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Tagore, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna to one and all.
Hare Krishna.
Come on, you all can do louder than that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. On behalf of the Lamasi Namahata and the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, founded by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, a very warm welcome to our Janmashtami 10th campaign program for 2024. My name is Gopeshwari Dasi, and I will be your MC for this evening. So we are all very, very excited. We have such an interesting lineup ahead. We have dramas, we have dances, we have skits, we have delicious prasad waiting for you all. And this is a 2-day festival. So all those of y'all that are here today, we want to see you all again tomorrow night. In fact, while you're sitting here, you should take out your phones and message family and friends and tell them to join us. The more we have, the happier we'll be. So please do extend the invite if you want to now, or even for tomorrow evening's program. So I would like to thank the Kirtan team. I'd like to thank Radhanath. I'd like to thank Chatradhari Prabhu and Kanhaiya. Kanhaiya, from a very young age, has been very lovingly engaged in serving his home deities, bathing, dressing, performing arti to Makanchur Kanayalal, which is his deities, Sri Gaurnitai and Srila Prabhupada. Many of us know Kanhaiya for his very ecstatic and melodious kirtan that he renders at Sri Sri Radha Radhanath, that is the Chatswood temple, the Hare Krishna temple, as well as various namahatas and festivals and programs. He also engages in rendering kirtan at the ABH old age home in Chatswood with his mum. So he's actually such a lovely young devotee, and we are all very, very glad that he joined us this evening. So I just want to make a few announcements before we start our lineup. We have ample parking, safe parking. There's security guards available, so you all can sit here with peace of mind knowing that your cars are safe. We have ablution facilities towards your left. The toilets are available on your left. So please feel free, be at ease, and enjoy the program. So our next lineup for this evening is a dance item, a very mesmerizing dance item. Kumari Verona's Dance Institute has been in operation for a little over a decade in the Tongat area, choosing specifically to focus on the upliftment of our culture and discipline in the kids of the community. She says our goal is to ensure that kids enjoy an extracurricular activity and practice discipline while keeping in touch with our rich heritage and culture. Teamwork, dedication, and time management are amongst the life skills we strive to build. This, along with fostering each child's own creative streak. Classes are conducted by Kumari Verona Naidu, who has performed across the country with various international artists. She is supported by a strong team of senior students who consistently strive to keep up to new trends, but still strive for perfection in classical dance and expression. So let's give them a huge round of applause.
Table.
Hari bol. I'm sure that got your fingers clicking, your toes tapping, your hands clapping. Would you like to have more of that later? Your wish is our command. We will be having one more dance item from Verona's Dance Institute. Up next for our program, we have a very eloquent speaker that is here joining us. It is my privilege and honor in introducing our speaker for this evening. He is Grace Raghunath Bhattadas. A huge round of applause to him. Prabhu is a disciple of His Holiness Giriraj Swami. He is a resident at the Sri Sri Radha Radhanath Temple of Understanding, that is the Hare Krishna Temple in Chatsworth. And he serves as a teacher in the Bhaktivedanta College of Education and Culture. He has a deep passion for Harinam and book distribution, but is also well versed in the Vedic scriptures. He is an active preacher and inspiration to many. For those of you all that do know Raghunath Bhattadas, you will know him for his jubilance, for his liveliness, for his quick-wittedness, and always so light on his feet, dancing to kirtan. Truly, Lord Krishna's mercy flows through Prabhu. So we are all very, very blessed to have him here. Let's give him another huge round of applause.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me there in the back? Okay. So we'll just chant for a few minutes the Hare Krishna mantra. And then we have many new guests tonight. And I'll speak briefly on maybe one verse for a short few minutes, or maybe 10 minutes. We'll pace it and we'll leave it open to you to ask questions. Live questions, and we can speak more. Is it okay? Okay. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvichesha Sunnavari Paschatya Desatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Everybody clap your hands. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So Hare Krishna everybody. So I'll try to read a verse from probably the Srimad Bhagavatam, but I'm just looking what's more relevant to us today. I saw the young boy was, Chaitanya Charan's son was running around with the second chants. So, but I have the fifth canto here. It's very nice to speak from the sixth canto, but I will just speak a verse from the okay, I'll just open this verse here. I don't know. We'll just read the purport a little bit. The translation is the fifth canto, 10th chapter, text number 18. My dear sir, it appears that the influence of your great spiritual knowledge is hidden. Factually, you are bereft of all material association and fully absorbed in the thought of the Supreme. Consequently, you are unlimitedly advanced in spiritual knowledge. Please tell me why you are wandering around like a dullhead. O greatly saintly person, you have spoken words approved by the yogic process. But it is not possible for us to understand what you have said. Therefore, kindly explain it. And the purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Saintly people like Jad Bharat do not speak ordinary words. Whatever they say is approved by great yogis and those advanced in spiritual life. That is the difference between ordinary people and saintly people. The listener must be advanced to understand the words of such exalted, spiritually advanced people as Jad Bharat. Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjuna, not to others. Lord Krishna especially selected Arjuna for instruction in spiritual knowledge, because Arjuna happened to be a great devotee and confidential friend. Similarly, great personalities also speak to the advanced, not to Sudras, Vaishyas, women, or unintelligent men. Sometimes it is very risky to give great philosophical instructions to ordinary people, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for the benefit of the fallen souls of Kali Yuga, has given us a very nice instrument, the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. The general mass of people, although Sudras and less, can be purified by chanting this Hare Krishna mantra. Then they can understand the exalted philosophical statements of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Our Krishna consciousness movement has therefore adopted the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra for the general masses. When people gradually become purified, they are instructed in the lessons of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Materialistic people like Sri, Sudra and Dvija Bandhu cannot understand words of spiritual advancement. Yet one can take to the shelter of a Vaishnava, for he knows the art of enlightening even Sudras in the highly elevated subjective matters spoken in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So, this is an interesting dialogue going on between King Rahugana Ujjad Bharat. And here in the purport we find a very interesting points, especially about hearing. And in the Bhagavad Gita, the verse that Prabhupada spoke the most on the Gita is which verse? You know which verse? Anybody? The 7th chapter, text 1. And that chapter is dealing, that verse is dealing with hearing. And Prabhupada in the purport, for some reason, he covered extensively verses from the first canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. He said, touch Shinu, just hear from me. Lord Krishna is saying, just hear from me. But here in the verse we just read, that you must hear also from saintly people, their words, their philosophical understanding about the scriptures. You see, the general principles are given, but the details you may not understand. And those details are given by saintly people. The details, therefore it is important to have association of saintly people. The scriptures, one can read the scriptures but still not get a proper understanding. One can even study it on his own but still would not get a proper understanding, because to reconcile different instructions, like Srila Prabhupada gave different instructions to different disciples. And sometimes people say, but how are you saying this, making this point, but he said that point, and there's another point, this contradicts this. But there's no contradiction in the words of a sadhu, because the contradiction is reconciled by the sadhu, the saintly person. Reconciliation takes place by the saintly person. So here, it's talking about the message given to Arjuna, the Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjuna, and he was Krishna's friend, and he was qualified to receive this message. Just like I'm speaking now and you're hearing, you're a good audience, but still the mind is somewhere else. Oh, when is going to stop, or when is going to end, So it's like that. So the hearing, when we're hearing, we are not thinking, we are hearing. You get it? You must not be thinking, you must be just hearing this holy name. Like we were chanting earlier on, we all were chanting and dancing, hearing the holy name. And the holy name then enters into their ears and gets into the courtyard of our heart. And you'd find that, how is it that sometimes we go out quite, we go out a lot, almost every day, to different institutions. Like I was just earlier on in Richards Bay, and we were speaking to people who were from the engineering background, group of engineers, and different people. And different people have different understanding even of the scriptures. Like there was one person who had no faith in the transmigration of the soul. He felt that, when life ends, it ends. And who feels like that? Does anybody feel like that? That when it's over, there's nothing after this? Anybody? No. So, yes, so some people have those types of understanding. And yesterday we were in Durban Westville, the campus. Isaiah was there, we were there. And I was speaking to an African gentleman who had no interest to come and, to come to our program. Really no interest. He was just standing there, and I asked him two questions, at least two questions. The difference between a living body and a dead body. And what's the difference?
Consciousness.
What is the difference?
Consciousness.
No soul. That's the difference. So he said, yes, it's absence of spirit. And then I asked him the question of why do some people, why are some people so sinful and some people so pious? Why is it like that? He said maybe these people are doing good things and those people are doing bad things. Now he doesn't have any understanding of the Vedic scriptures, and he's a chemistry student, and then he just walked into a room. But I just asked him two questions. Right, Isaiah? Isaiah was there. He just walked into the room. So the thing is, it's already dormant. This knowledge is already dormant in everybody's heart. Everybody knows everything. It's already there, but it's not basically, it's not, you can't remember some of the things. That's what it is. It's not that, this devotee knows more than that devotee. We all have, everybody has the same facility, but we forget it. And how we forget it, well, Krishna says in the Gita, what's that verse in the 15th chapter, text 15? Sarvasya cham hidi sana vishtu matasmiti jnanam apanam cha. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. And if Krishna wants to make you forget, he'll make you forget. He makes you forget also. And it happens, it happens. Even Srila Prabhupada, the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, Krishna made him forget. So that you may think, well, how is it, he knows everything, but how is it, he forgets. Because Krishna wanted him to forget. And that was in Juhu, when we were building a temple, and we had one attorney who was the ISKCON's attorney, the Hare Krishna movement's attorney, but he was inside of the opposition party. And Prabhupada never picked it up, because Krishna didn't want him to know. So these things do happen. And then you would say, well, why Krishna does that? But Krishna is there in your heart as the super soul. He's seeing all your activities. Earlier on, this young boy was running with a book called Second Chance, and I happened to read. And sometimes we may do wrong things, and we think nobody is watching. But I was just reading that in the Bhagavatam, in that book, Second Chance. The verse from the Bhagavatam is talking about the sky, the clouds, the moon. They are all witnesses. They witness everything. They are witness. And it's there in the Gita, it says, in the 13th chapter, text 23, that, he's the permitter and the overseer. He's overseeing all your activities, whatever we're doing. And the founder of the Hare Krishna movement said that in his early days, there was the British in India, was Scottish. He went to the Scottish Church's College, so probably a Scottish professor, was saying that there's no such thing as a super soul. Nobody is watching if you do anything wrong. Is that true? Nobody is watching? So Krishna within the heart, the super soul is there, is the permitter, and he sees what we're doing. But even if he doesn't see, they've got the moon, the sun, like that. So similarly, the saintly persons are an expansion of that super soul. The spiritual master is an expansion of the super soul. So he is outside. And you get direction from inside and you get direction from the outside by the spiritual master. So one has to have a bona fide spiritual master, somebody to direct us from time to time. And just like, when you throw a bag of grains or you just throw some grain, the birds will fly and come to take the grain. Who has told the birds that the grains are here? Who?
Krishna.
The super soul, is directing the bird. So it's very interesting, all these points. And the spiritual master, as I said, is an extension of that. Therefore, it is important for people to have a spiritual master who can direct them. And the Gita explains, Tadvidi pranipatena pariprasthana sevaya. So one should approach the spiritual master and inquire from him submissively. And the self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. So therefore, sometimes things are contradictory, but it can be reconciled by the spiritual master. And do you have questions? Or does anybody like to ask some questions from the audience? We could take some questions. Yes, there's a lot of questions.
Is there anybody else that would like to ask any questions before Prabhu moves to the clipboard? Any questions?
Okay, there's a lot of questions. Yeah, there's 8 questions. So it's important to answer your questions. Why must we chant the Maha Mantra? To bring positivity upon our lives and always keep the faith of our Lord Krishna, or to show the love what we have to him. Yeah, the second part is correct. So when we're chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So when you chant the Hare Krishna mantra, it's very powerful. And but we are not chanting we are chanting actually to develop love for Krishna. People chant for different reasons. Some people will chant because they want to come out of some distressful situation, and after they're out of such a situation, they will leave the chanting. So we don't use the mantra for our personal benefit, because see, the mantra Hare Krishna, Hare, the energy of God, the female aspect of God, Radharani, and Krishna, the most attractive person, is non-different from his name. His name and him are one. So you can't use Krishna. Like there was once in India, there were saintly people and they were having discussions on the Gita. And one man, the leader, he asked Prabhupada, he said, you are chanting and we are chanting the same thing. We are teaching Bhagavad Gita. We are doing the very same things. And he was suggesting that we should chant so that we get cured from some disease. And Prabhupada said, that's not the reason we should be chanting the mantra. We don't engage Krishna in our service. We engage in Krishna's service. Because the Hare Krishna mantra means, please engage me in your devotional service. So the second part of what the person wrote is correct, that we engage, who wrote this question? It was a good question. Yeah, okay, whoever. But yes, to develop love for God. And the thing is, we've been in so many kirtans and so many programs and chanting and dancing, and it's such a wonderful experience, I must say. I myself is doing it for like 38 years. So it's a wonderful experience that you get just by chanting. But as you advance more spiritually, then you will, there's a verse in the 11th canto, I think it's chapter 2, text number 40. It gives a description of somebody who chants. That person is chanting, he becomes like a madman. He loses himself in the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, and he becomes like a madman. It's a very beautiful, also, which we won't discuss here. It's about Viswanath Chakravarti Thakur in that particular purport, speaking about the holy name and the pastime, that you could actually see Krishna. Krishna will come, he'll be in your presence. One of the previous teachers explains how you could see the pastimes, how this person is experiencing, or Madheshwara is experiencing the pastimes. So when one chants, this chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is not just, we're just doing it for show, and people think it's like a show or something. No. This is very powerful. And then you can have experiences of like tears will be streaming down your eyes. Just like sometimes, you get emotional. Women are more emotional, men are more rational. It's like that, they have their weapon also. So when tears roll down your eyes, when you're chanting with love, then tears will roll down your eyes, but those tears must be cold. If it's warm, it's material. It must be cold. It's spiritual. So you'll experience this. You can experience it, hair standing on end. Sometimes your hair stand on end, just check if the window is open. Don't mistake it for this very advanced stage of spirituality. So when you chant, you have this experience. So we chant to develop love for Krishna. Yes, that's good. We are not chanting for some material benefit, and we're not engaging Krishna in our service. Is it okay? To calm the mind, peace of mind, spiritual well-being, thankfulness. To calm the mind. Yes, Krishna gives there's a verse in the Gita, in the 6th chapter, I think it's 34. This is my memory. And I'll just read the verse. I just want to read the purport basically, which gives the answer. What is the mind? If I ask you the mind, what is the mind? Can anybody explain from the audience? What's the mind? Do you have a mind?
Can't see it.
Does everybody have a mind? Can you show me your mind? Why? And what you're going to use it for? Thinking. Okay, so Krishna says, Chanchalam Himana Krishna, that verse, for the mind is turbulent, obstinate and very strong, O Krishna, and to subdue it, I think it is more difficult than controlling the wind. So it's very difficult to control the mind. But firstly, one has to understand we have this material body. That's one body, number one, material body. Then we have another body which consist of the 5 elements. Then we have the 3 elements, the mind, the intelligence and the ego. 3 elements. These are subtle, that we call a subtle body. And then we have the spiritual body. There's 3 bodies. So the mind, is a storehouse of thoughts from this present life and millions of lifetimes. That's the mind. So nothing can come from nothing. Just like sometimes you may have an experience, you are flying. Or you may dream that you're flying. Does anybody dream they're flying sometime? Shankarshan, you were dreaming you're flying? You're dreaming you're flying? Okay, good. So which means in your previous life you experienced it. Because it cannot come from nothing. It must come from something that you had an experience. You can't say that coming from nothing. But I gave a whole talk on that the other day at the temple, a few weeks ago, on the mind. So the mind is a storehouse of thoughts from millions of lifetimes and even from the current life. And then it comes up. It definitely comes up from time to time. All these thoughts. But the mind is like a person, like one small fellow inside talking to you, isn't it? It's like telling you, hey, do this, do that, do this, do that. But it's just a storehouse of thoughts. And it's a subtle element. But we have to conquer the mind. Anxiety, stress, this tension. These are caused by the mind because the mind overtakes us. These thoughts overpower our intelligence. And then we do have no control. But with our intelligence, if we steady our intelligence by spiritual practices, like hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing the Bhagavad Gita, if we hear the scriptures, then that calms the mind. But Prabhupada in this purport, he says, just like, the verse itself is saying, can we control the wind? You saw what the wind did in this area? Just watching. And I was thinking, why did the wind do something like this? There was so many homes got damaged. What it could be? Could it be Indra or could it be Vayu? Could be Vayu or could be Lord Shiva when he gets angry. Then he enters this wind. So it could be anyone. Because, and you notice that when somebody is angry, then they breathe very heavily. So you need to calm them down. So that calming down is done by reading the scriptures, by being with sadhus. But Prabhupada said, and it is the easiest way to control the mind, as suggested by Lord Chaitanya, is chanting the Hare Krishna, the great mantra for deliverance in all humility, the method prescribed. One must engage one's mind fully in Krishna. Only then there remain no other engagements to agitate the mind. That's in the 6th chapter, text 34 of the Gita. So all these things are answered to calm the mind, and the mind is controlled by air. It's controlled by air. See, when you breathe in, if you breathe in, try breathing in. When you breathe in, are you thinking of anything? No. It's controlled by air. So to calm the mind, there's therefore the 6th chapter of the Gita, which doesn't prescribe that, but it just describes that. The prescription is, Bhakti Yoga, but the description here is given of Ashtanga Yoga, how you calm the mind by breathing, by doing different exercises. But the best way is to chant the Hare Krishna mantra. That's the best way to calm the mind. Is it okay? So let's move on. To attain moksha, liberation, yes, you can. That's just is there anything further to ask on to attain moksha or liberation? Yes, you can attain liberation, and we also doing that, to give up this material body and to go back to Krishna. We all are trying to do that. Is that what we're trying to do? We want to go back to Krishna. We don't want to be in this world. And but people have different ideas of what liberation is. You have like impersonalists, where they believe God is not a person. Then we have personalists who believe God is a person. So how many people believe that God is a person? Not many, huh? And how many believe that God is not a person? Okay, you also have neither of the two. I didn't answer neither of the above also. So it could be. But anyway, even impersonalists, just like we have, there's different phases of understanding God, Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan, 3 features of the absolute truth. So one can enter the effulgence of God. That's a type of liberation. So the soul merges with the effulgence of the Lord. But it's not personal. You can't embrace Krishna there. Do you want to embrace him? Or you want him to embrace you? Either way, but you can't, that won't happen. In that type of liberation, you can't do that because the soul is dormant in the sense that it's just in the effulgence of the Lord. But there is 99.9% of the chances of the soul coming back to this earth planet from that point. Then there is a 0.1% chance that it can go back to the spiritual world, which it might shock devotees, but that's the truth. There is a chance, but it's in 99.9% of the chances it will come back down. So you attain liberation for a period, but because the nature of the soul is active, there's no activity there, it comes back down. Because Bhakti Yoga means activity, doing things for Krishna. You're cooking for Krishna, you're cleaning for Krishna, you're dressing for Krishna. We dress Krishna beautifully, that's how we look beautiful. But you can also dress nicely to be nice and see Krishna. So there's activity. So that is one type of liberation. Then also within the heart, we are talking about the super soul. By the process of Ashtanga Yoga, one can see the super soul within the heart. And generally when somebody, it's a difficult process, one has to be completely celibate. Remember, Bhakti Yoga, you don't have to be completely celibate to practice. Which one you want? That, or you want the complete celibate part? You can choose. But Ashtanga Yoga, you have to be completely celibate to practice. Then you can see the super soul in your heart. And when you see the super soul in your heart, the super soul will give you direction on which path to take for liberation. Or one may go back to Vaikuntha. Or one may, associate with sadhus and Vaishnavas in the path of Bhakti Yoga and go back to Goloka Vrindavan. So then, in impersonal liberation, it's difficult. And there's so much discussion from the 12th chapter. There's so many verses in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 2nd chapter, 12th chapter, like that, talking about impersonal. Just like we have the universal form of the Lord. And I wanted to really speak about it, but we won't, not today. But the universal form of the Lord, where Arjuna is seeing everything, the entire creation sitting in one place. But that's a temporary manifestation of the Lord. And if, sometimes people want to see that form, that universal form. But it's temporary. And they may mistake it to be complete liberation. Even the universal form, imagine can you embrace the universe? But you can embrace Krishna. See? So like that, you to attain moksha, but going back to the spiritual worlds, like Vaikuntha, to Goloka, going to these other parts of the spiritual world, one has to surrender and engage in Bhakti Yoga and enter these planets. And there he has a relationship with Krishna. there's so many beautiful descriptions given in the scriptures of how, there was a story of Gop Kumar, and that's quite an interesting story, but how when he goes back to the spiritual world, when he goes back there, he's looking for Krishna, but Krishna is not there. He's gone. So when Krishna is not, just like you're looking for somebody and you want to see the person and he's not there, how would you feel? In separation, it's painful. And he's waiting for Krishna to come, but Krishna, the residents told him that he had gone to herd the cows. He's gone to herd the cows and he's coming back. But then later Krishna is coming back, and the dust, and Krishna is coming back, and from a distance he could see this Gop Kumar, his old friend. And when Krishna comes close to him, embraces him, but he falls down. He falls down. And he's like unconscious. And the tears from his eyes has wet the whole spiritual world. It's such a beautiful description given. But the residents came and said, who had done this to our Krishna? And then they were upset. This was a new person, a person from some other place had come, and they were upset. But Balaram said, no, go to his ears and chant his names, Krishna. And then he got up. So even in the spiritual world, when you go back, you're still chanting Hare Krishna. This is the beauty. Yeah, so this is different types of liberation. Please explain. Okay, we'll get to that. Let's see. Haribol Prabhu, in this age of Kali, let's see, what's the explanation of animal sacrifice? The eating of meat. In this age of Kali Yuga, what's your explanation on animal sacrifice and the eating of meat? You see, if you're doing Kali Puja and if you're doing that worship, that's recommended in the scriptures. That you can do that and then you can eat meat. But you cannot go to the butcher shop. You get it? You can't go there. But it's quite like, because the Hare Krishnas normally preach you must not eat meat. Meat eating is wrong. But meat eating is not wrong according to the scriptures. And sometimes people say, but it's wrong. But then it's not wrong because the scriptures are compiled by Vyasadeva. So that means you are criticizing Vyasadeva. Is that not true? You have to watch that, because devotees quickly say, oh, meat eating is wrong. But it's not wrong for somebody who follows the process, but there's a reaction to it. In the next life, the goat will become a human being, and you'll be sacrificed, and you'll be eaten. Like that, human being becomes a goat. So it's recommended in the scriptures, but you have to do it according to the scriptures. Just like, the government also sometimes say, well, also authorize people to take liquor. They know liquor is wrong. Drinking, it's wrong for everybody. But they still authorize it, but they put a restriction, under 18 not allowed or something like that. But you still drink it anyway. So there's restriction. Those restrictions means for you to give it up. It's there for you to give it up. So therefore there are restrictions. So eating meat, it's you don't have compassion, and then you cannot really practice bhakti yoga. But we always be eating meat at some point, and but we gave it up. Like we follow 4 principles: no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no meat eating. We don't eat meat because killing is involved, and causes pain to the animal. It's very painful. So don't cause pain. And then when you eat it, it affects your consciousness. It affects your consciousness. I can tell you so much about not eating meat, but it's not good. Like on the highway when we go to our temple, there was a board there, Nagya's Butchery. It written there, Bry the Beloved Country. There's a book by Alan Payton called Cry the Beloved Country. But this person, Bry the Beloved Country. Bry the Beloved. Anyway, so it's, meat eating is bad in that sense. It is not conducive for spiritual advancement. What is the importance of, or the significance of sandal paste adorned by the devotees of the Krishna consciousness movement? You mean this tilak? So this body is a temple, and we decorate our body, which is a temple of the soul and the super soul, the temple of the super soul, and it's our temple because just the dress. So we decorate it on 12 different points by the names of Vishnu for protection, in essence. So every morning we put our tilak after we bathe. So it's basically for that. And then also in Vaikuntha, in Vrindavan also you see people wearing tilak. Yeah, very beautiful. What is the important and significant? Okay, we got a significance of what's this tilak? I don't know. I can't make and Tulsi Mala. Can somebody read this? Who wrote this question? What is the significance of the Tulsi Mala? Just see this, Rasaraj. Yeah, so we spoke about the tilak, but the Tulsi Mala, this is like the dog collar, We have it on Tulsi Mala for protection. And Yamaraj won't come. That book the young child was carrying, it's called The Second Chance. So when you have this, Yamaraj, the Yamadutas won't come near you. So now, then you will say, okay, maybe I should go and buy one like this and put it and eat meat and gamble and take intoxication. Don't worry, you'll stop that automatically. If you do that, it's okay. Sometimes people say, well, you have to be a vegetarian. But when we're selling these things, we don't know who we're selling them to. They may not be vegetarians, and they put it on. And it's interesting, there was one devotee, he did a whole thing on some research on Tulsi Devi. And he was speaking about how one time in Russia, there was one person who became a devotee, and he was worshipping Tulsi Devi. And then after a while, he wanted to give up the process of Krishna consciousness. So he didn't know what to do with Tulsi Devi. He has to give it to somebody. So he took it in the city, and he saw somebody say, there's a plant, take it and take a guitar and just sing some song. Sing some song, just strum your guitar and sing some song, some pop song or something, and put some water. So the person was doing that. Now he just took the Tulsi Devi, he just started doing that, he followed it. Then after some while, he joined the Hare Krishna movement. He became a devotee. Because all your desires, when you worship Tulsi Devi, every morning we say we worship Tulsi Devi, and Kanayalal sometimes reading translation. Long time he hasn't done so, but sometimes he reads Tulsi translation. And all your desires are fulfilled when you worship Tulsi Devi. So if you have any desire, you have desire to give up eating meat, then worship Tulsi Devi, you'll give it up. All your desires are fulfilled. But also it talks about, if you have maid servant, then you have to get rid of them. Because you yourself will become a maid servant. You can't say, this is my maid after that in your kitchen. No. You get it? Because also you become a maid servant of Krishna. So it's very interesting. It's so much about Tulsi Devi, but and when you chant in the presence of Tulsi Devi, it's very auspicious and it's very powerful. You can develop that love I was speaking of initially. So every morning we sit and we circumambulate Tulsi Devi, or we chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, chanting, very deeply chanting. So there's a few, but I'll just skip some because we don't have much time. Who is God? Who is God? How do we know somebody is God? Anybody would like to try? How?
One who generates everything, one who operates everything, and one who will destroy everything.
Okay. So yeah. So how do you know one is God?
There's 6 opulences.
Yeah, say it in the mic. They didn't hear you.
God certainly must be one who generates everything, one who operates everything, and one who destroys everything. So that's why it's G-O-D.
Yeah.
Sorry, in my case it's opposite, dog. I'm the dog of
All right, but it's interesting. We were talking about, that's an interesting point. We're just talking about a dog. Earlier when I was just walking in, there's a dog, I think name was Milo from across the road, named Milo. So Milo, the owner is calling Milo back, but the Milo is coming to the campaign here. Yes, Mahaprasad was there, somebody was there, you all saw that, right? Milo was coming to the campaign and Mahaprasad is sending him to go away. So yes, the dog it can also take to Krishna consciousness. So what is directing the dog to the campaign? But there's a lot of dogs in Tonga. The super soul is directing him there. So it's interesting. Yeah, aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam prabhatate. So yes, I am the source of, Krishna says, I am the source of all spiritual and material world. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So only the wise person, he knows that everything comes from Krishna. He's the source of everything. There's many verses in the Gita explaining his supremacy. Yes. Okay, God, last one. Hare Krishna. What is the best way to remember Krishna? Chant Hare Krishna.
Jai.
The best way to remember him. So we'll stop here. We took a lot of time, but thank you very, very much for listening so attentively. And we'll go to the next part of our program. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for a very informative class. Prabhu has a very vast knowledge of scripture and understanding Vedic philosophy. So we are very, very honored to have Prabhu here tonight and share some of his knowledge with us. Thank you so much. We do have 2 questions that Prabhu is going to ask. We have 2 beautiful gifts that we want to share. So Prabhu is going to ask a question, and if you'd like to answer, please raise your hand so we can call you forward for you to answer.
Rasalaj, what question we should ask? You asked one question. What is the process of going back to Krishna's planet? Somebody new in the audience who is not practicing spiritual lives, we want to give it to them, right? Who's the person here? Huh? Oh.
We have somebody.
Okay, what's your name?
Chandra Sukhdev.
Chandra Sukhdev. What you do, Chandra Sukhdev?
No, I'm a total pensioner.
Okay. You like Krishna consciousness?
Yes, I do.
You chanting a little bit?
Little bit, yes.
Okay. Alright, what's the answer to the question I asked?
Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Okay. Does she qualify? Yeah. Does the person qualify?
Yes.
What does the audience say? Does she qualify? Yes.
Okay. Would you like to come here?
Woohoo! Let's give a huge round of applause.
Okay. So the devotee is going to show you how there's a set of beads here. They're going to show you how to chant the holy name on the beads. One of the ladies is going to show you how to chant. Would you promise to chant? One round a day, every day. Okay. So who's going to check on her? That is anyone down there.
The super self.
No. Krishna's got his reps, he represented agents, y'all. Okay, one of them. So thank you very much.
Haribo.
You ask the next question.
We have one more gift.
Give him, he'll ask the next question. Then where's the gift? Ask the next question.
Prabhu says I must ask the next question. Let me think of something. So Prabhu said about Tulsi Devi, if you worship Tulsi Devi, then all your desires are fulfilled. So I want to make it a little bit funny. If you worship Tulsi Devi with the desires, then what will your name be?
You like to answer, Mataji?
Hare Krishna to all. My name is Rita Ramraj, and I think my name will be Tulsi Devi.
Haribo! I want to see what's here, Tulsi Devi. So today you got a new name. Oh, there's beads here for you too. You chant, right?
Always.
Always. Okay. So we should take the beads out. You got beads or?
No, I do have.
This one is special.
Special.
Okay. So you also promised to chant one round, eh?
No, many rounds.
Many rounds.
Haribo.
Hare Krishna. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. A huge round of applause to Prabhu. Thank you so much once again, Prabhu, for giving us such a interesting and enlightening class. So we move on to the next part of our program. And before I do that, I must say that when I walked into the marquee, this was absolutely breathtaking, wouldn't you all say? This decor is so amazing. So let's give the Lamasi Namahasha a huge round of applause for all their hard work. And without giving away too much, I must say there's a reason that we have all this decor and it looks like that. And if you'd like to know more, you need to come back tomorrow. This is almost a mystery here. You all need to come back tomorrow so that you all see and understand why we have this specific decor set up. So I look forward to seeing everybody here tomorrow. And I must say, it took so much of dedication and effort and hard work from our Namahasha. And it's absolutely breathtaking. Well done, team. It looks so beautiful. So you would notice on the side we have a book table. And I think Neeraj Prabhu's there and Maran Prabhu's there. There's a book table there with Srila Prabhupada's books. And there are many fundamental aspects of Krishna consciousness. There's preaching, there's chanting, there's Harinam Sankirtan, and many, many more, like Food for Life. And for those of y'all that live in Tangat, y'all would notice that every weekend, the Food for Life truck comes by with delicious biryani. How many of y'all have seen that? Yes, Haribo. Every weekend, diligently, the truck is here with a very warm, friendly team that hand out biryani. And the person that heads this Food for Life coastal is His Grace Mahaprasad Das. A huge round of applause to him. Mahaprasad Das and his lovely wife Madhurya Mataji head the Food for Life, and they also head the Lamasi Namahasha. They have very lovingly opened their homes and their hearts to the community of Lamasi and surrounding areas to come through to Namahasha every alternate Friday. So this is all their effort, all their hard work that they put in, and I must say they set such an example to all of us. So I would like to call Mahaprasad Prabhu to the front because he would like to do a presentation on Food for Life. And another fundamental aspect of Krishna consciousness is book distribution. And you would notice that when Prabhu was speaking, he spoke about Srila Prabhupada's books, for instance, The Second Chance. Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, our Hare Krishna movement, has written many books like Bhagavad Gita as it is, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and so many more books. So books are a fundamental aspect of Krishna consciousness. You will find devotees always doing book distribution. They go to universities, to airports, to public places, and they distribute books. They do Harinam Sankirtan, where they will knock on doors and they will share these books because there's so much of knowledge in these books. So I would now like to call Vedavyas Prabhu forward because he will also be giving us the presentation. So let's give him a round of applause. So we have two very eloquent speakers who are have a very deep understanding of Krishna consciousness. So for further enlightenment on food for life and book distribution, I will now hand you all over to these two amazing devotees.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hey, what's going on here? Why are you making so much noise, man? You're waking all the Ganas in the district up.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, welcome to the program. Would you like to have a seat?
No,
Would you like to join us?
I can stand. Why you can't think I can't stand or what?
We know you can stand, but maybe you want to sit and join us for the
I
program?
don't need to sit. I don't need to sit. Anyways, what's going on here? What's going on here? You're causing so much noise. You're making me like my baby. You're giving me marriage problems. You know, unhappy life, unhappy wife. But in my case, unhappy fro. Darby's got to go. Hey. How's it, uncle? What's going on here? You having a wedding or someone's birthday or something? Or they're having a party like the Zlanis, the Ambanis.
The cake is it?
What's going on here, uncle?
Birthday.
I never heard one word this uncle told me. Man. Uncle, have a shot. Maybe, you know, I started early. Maybe if you have a shot, I can understand you. So, have a shot. No one do it. Now, what you think, uncle? Elections are over. There's no free drops for votes here. You think I'm one politician or something? But when I made my vote, I looked on the independent candidate list. I scrolled down. You know how to scroll down, uncle? You know the phone. Manually, I scrolled down with my finger. I saw there Jack Daniels. I put one big X for him. He got my vote because any problem in life, Uncle Jack Daniels, he can solve it for you. Hey, you were the reflector. You were the polices or something. You give me an ampers. No, man, you're the car guy. Please, there's one neat black Ford Escort, like a drop, 40mm drop. It's there, third tree on the right. Please go check it out for me. I'll sort you out later. You know advice.
No, man. I'm from Food for Life. We're giving out free food. You want to have some?
Free food? Hey, no, uncle. I'm buying now by my brother Garson's posy. His mother-in-law cooked one stinger crab curry bunny with the deadly mother-in-law spices. You know, she only puts those deadly mother-in-law spices and she puts meaty pieces. You know when you suck the leg, the bread in the leg piece, you suck the juice like you're sucking on pipe. That thing hits you like one spice wave, like a salad bomb in there. Everything just starts going off. Smoke starts coming out the ears. Eye starts dripping like a tap. You can even see the spices and the red glitter. Powder masala and the tears. Glasses is steaming up. The nose is running like one faulty tap. All gold tomato sauce. Hey, uncle, it's a killer chow. What? It's a killer chow.
You can use this microphone.
Hey, thanks, auntie. Thank you, man. so sweet, this auntie is. It's a killer chow, uncle, but you need to have one stiff shot, triple vodka karate water, to bring you back from the dead. Anyways, let me check this thing out. Maybe I got space for dessert, like. Well, what happened, uncle? There's no meat here. What can? Don't tell me you from that same crew that came the other week in the district. There was one mad auntie, I think I saw over there. One mad auntie, she's going 12 o'clock so early on a Sunday, uncle. You know, I'm so dosing at that time. Up and down the district, she's screaming, Semp Biryani, Semp Biryani, Semp Biryani. Now, I woke up from a deep sleep, right? It's early 12 o'clock. Uncle, you listening to me? Check this, uncle. Deep sleep, I woke up. 12 o'clock, I'm hearing now, shared biryani, shared biryani, shared biryani. Now, you know, uncle, I got so excited. It's shared season now. And when last I had shared that? Hey, plus, I must tell you, I got one problem with my ears. I got involved in a big speech last month. Check the battle scars, uncle. Check the battle scars. This one fella, he bust my eardrum. He hit it proper, bust it. But I hit him like the Chuck Norris roundhouse kick. I put him on the floor. So now tell me, why you're not giving meat here? You're on a cost cutting like the government.
No. In fact, we don't want to cause harm to any other living entity. And that innocent animal that you're eating is very innocent, and you want to eat it because you like the taste. So we don't cause any harm. Because if you really think about it, whatever you do, whatever actions you perform, there is laws of nature. Just as you got your normal law, you got the laws of nature also. The normal law, you can duck and dive, you can bribe your way, but the laws of nature, you cannot. So if you're going to take a life, you have to give a life. So in that way, we don't want to cause any harm, we don't breed any karma.
Hey, uncle, what you talking about sins now? How I'm committing the sins? I never killed this crab, I'm only eating it. Anyways, maybe Pregason's mother-in-law, she went there by the Tilly Manor beach, she found this king crab, she broke it on its head with a rolling pin, so she killed this thing. How I'm committing the sin?
The fact that she maybe killed it for you and you was going to enjoy that, so you're also an accomplice. So anybody, even if theft anything, by normal law too, if you're an accomplice, you're also guilty. You have to face a punishment. So similarly, in nature's law, God's law, according to the acts of karma, you still have to pay that karma.
Hey, whoa. So what you saying now, uncle, in my next life or something, I can come back as one gecko or one cockroach?
Yep.
You know what we do to our cockroaches in our posy, uncle? My light Hebrew is a maverick with the doom spray. You know, in the cockroaches, they come like this and you must buy like that, like in the Matrix. He just comes out from nowhere. Like this bloody thing, yeah, man. Hey, I can't kill this thing now from what you said. Hey, what kind, man? It's happening in this tent here. What y'all got in this tent here? I don't know what's going on here. Let me just... Y'all also had a shot. Okay. So, he comes, eats him with a doom cam. He brings them down like Tom Cruise. You know Top Gun, you watch the movie. Hey, he's a maverick. So now what you saying? I'll come back as one of those things.
Yeah, you can come back as an animal, whatever it is. So if you have to kill something, or something has to die because of the taste that you want, because everything breeds karma. And once you destroy a life, you pay for that. So I think it's easier. I think I know you're having a shot somewhere in the corner when Prabhu was talking.
Yeah.
So let me break it down to you nicely, right? So whose hands those are?
These are my hands.
Oh, and that head?
You need glasses, uncle.
That head?
This is my head.
That body?
This is my body. Hey.
And who are you?
What you mean, who am I? I'm me.
What's your name?
My name is Puvalingam Reddy, but my bras call me Puvi.
Like Puvi. So you say that legs belong to Puvi, the head, body belongs to Puvi, the head, everything belongs to Puvi.
This is Puvi. What kind? I'm a boss, man.
That's Puvi's body. Where's Puvi?
Puvi is here, right?
Can you see?
Just get this uncle some glasses, please. He's pushing his luck over here.
So that's Puvi's body. You agree with me, right?
Yeah.
Then where's Puvi?
Uncle, someone bring this uncle some water. This one is hitting a shot in the back there.
Okay, let me explain.
You're confusing me, uncle. I don't know what to say to you. In fact, I don't know what I'm drinking anymore.
So your black escort, is it moving at the moment?
Well, you over here, I don't know, maybe it's gone. We don't know. You're supposed to be watching it.
Yeah, but you think it's moving if nobody's in it?
No, it's not moving.
So the driver is not there.
The driver is right here. I'm a mother.
Oh. So if you here, the escort is there. So you the driver of the escort. So the driver of Puvi is sitting inside here. So if you listen to Raghunath Prabhu's class, he says the Lord resides. So you are a soul inside here. Then the Lord also resides inside here. And Krishna says, I reside in every living entity. So if you, what you like best? What meat?
Yeah, I
know crab, but
I love prawns. I won't lie to you. I'm a sucker for prawns.
So that innocent prawn has got a soul. And in that body of that innocent prawn, the Lord is residing. And He is the overseer. Now that the Lord Himself has to come out from there, inconvenience the Lord, leave the soul alone. What about the Lord? So you're going to inconvenience the Lord just because you like prawns. You understand that?
I'm not understanding, Uncle.
So I'm going to give it to you, my friend here.
Wait now. Before you pass me over to this other deadly looking ninja crony over here, I just want to ask you now, but you're scaring me about all the sins and karmas. So what I must do on prayer tomorrow, I must go to the temple and do an awan. What I'll need? 3 kinds fruit and a monkey ball.
No. If you see, that is why you was more worried about your ganas and all. You should come here, come and catch a dog.
You woke the ganas up. In fact, this auntie over here, I think, woke the ganas up. I don't know.
So if you came here earlier, Prabhu would have explained the easiest and most sublime method is just chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But my brother here is very learned. Me, I can give you nice tasty biryani, but he can give you food for the soul.
I think you're still tipsy because I never understood one thing there. Anyways, Ghazi, what you got there in your hand there? You got some books there. You're giving books out. What's that? Archie comics. You give me Archie comics so the Ghanas can read the Archie comics while we chow the biryani. Hey, I'll smack that bra Archie. He only chases the stickies. But Tero Jagged, he's my outie. He can chow like a boss and he never gets fat.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. And what is your good name?
Hey guys. Bruh, you didn't hear my name is Puvik, eh? You also got a busted eardrums or something.
It's very nice to meet you. My name is Veda Vyas. Hare Krishna.
Veda what? That sounds like a vada or something. How you can mix vadas and biryani? You sure you don't have any bhajas in those pockets too?
No problem. It's just Veda Vyas. I don't happen to have any budgets on me at this moment, but I do come with something more valuable of spiritual importance. I have these books with me that can provide nourishment to the soul. So it's just Veda Vyas. That's my name, sir.
Oh, is this like the name of God? Like what, you like one author or something?
No. Well, yeah, in a way. So Veda Vyasa or Srila Vyasadeva is actually the incarnation of God who came many thousands of years ago and he compiled the Vedas. The Vedas is all the knowledge known to man. And we therefore have this great fortune of having all of these literatures available to us in writing. But that's just the real Veda Vyasa. I'm just a servant of my spiritual master who has given me this name. And part of my service is to go out and distribute these books. And therefore, I have these books with me tonight that can certainly change your life for the better, Prabhu.
Yeah, what you talking about my life for the better, Ghazi? I got my liquid beauty over here. I take 1 sip, I'm beautiful. I take 2 sips, even you beautiful. I take 3 sips, even the fro is beautiful. And when I take 4 sips, even the dragon mother-in-law is beautiful. Anyways, after the crab curry bunny, I'm going to Sibaya Casino. I'm going to eat the blackjack tables and take them down like a boss. So what's wrong? How you think I got this money for tops and scapes and stuff? That's not a nip there, Ghazi. That's not a nip. Plus, after the casino, I'm vying by my other staircase, Posey, in the morning. She's so naughty, right? She waits for the hubby to vitograph. Where you vying? Where you vying? This is so fine. She waits for the hubby to vitograph. Then she picks up the phone and she says, baby, he's gone now. I'm so lonely. Why you don't come and play with me? Hey, that just revs my engines. I'm being 2 ticks of a duck's tail. What kind? So my life is tops. I got everything I need. Woman's casino and my liquid beauty over there. What more I need?
So Prabhu, I understand that you think you're having a great time of your life, but trust me, you're actually caught up in the illusion of the material world. Now, if you don't mind, let me just explain just a small story to you. If you turn just to your left side, you'll see the deities with their hands up in the air. That is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's Krishna himself coming in the mood of Srimati Radharani. And he appeared just more than 500 years ago in India and West Bengal for the propagation of the Sankirtan movement and the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, has given us the greatest gift ever known to mankind. And this is the Maha Mantra. Make no mistake, Prabhu, I guarantee you that the Maha Mantra is the greatest, because Maha means greatest. And this is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which consists of just 3 simple words, Hare, Krishna and Rama. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has also predicted that the chanting of the holy names of God will spread across to every town and village all over the world. And trust me, Prabhu, if God says something's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Hey, Mr. Vada, I'm a Hindu, right? Well, Tamil, in case y'all were wondering. And I Hindu originated from India, but even me, I never heard of this, what's it, Maha Mantra. You sure you got your facts right?
Yes, absolutely. You see, on one aspect of it, on the material conception of life, I may be in an Indian body, I may be in a black body, I may be in a white body or Chinese, it doesn't matter.
Hey, you confused, Ghazi.
You assume that you may come from a Hindu background, that's fine, or Christian background, or Muslim, it doesn't matter. Deep down, we are all spirit, soul. We are all children of God, and it doesn't matter. So now, let me explain to you another story, Prabhu. If you look at the poster behind you, or the one behind Mataji, you will notice that there's a great personality there. He came from the spiritual world down to the material world to execute largely the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of the prediction that the holy names would go across all over the world. He is the personification of mercy. He is the greatest spiritual philosopher who has given us the books of his which contain the message of God that can change the lives of everybody. You see, Prabhu, in 1965, he left India on the instruction of his beloved spiritual master. And he went across the most hellish place on earth at that point, in America, New York specifically. And in 1966, he established ISKCON, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, which is the Hare Krishna movement. And in a matter of just over 10 years or so, he has encircled the globe several times. He has established 108 temples and thousands of initiation disciples. So Prabhu, what I wanted to explain to you, the point is that when a great soul comes from the spiritual world, when he comes from Goloka Vrindavan, which is the planet of Krishna himself, when he walks into this material world, everyone follows. And therefore, this is what we are trying to do. We are trying to continue with this mission of propagating the Hare Krishna movement. So therefore, I have come with these books to distribute them, and I guarantee you, Prabhu, that if you read them, you will come hold of all of these gems, and the essence of spiritual life are from these books, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu, how are these books going to help me?
Okay, well, for you specifically, Prabhu, I can see how intoxicated you are, how Maya...
Hey, I'm not intoxicated. What is this talking about? I'm okay. What's wrong with you?
Trust me, Prabhu, there's one word called Maya. Maya means illusion, and you have allowed Maya to put you in illusion. You're therefore blinded into thinking that you're having a great life by being intoxicated with all of this alcohol, or cigarettes, or drugs, or whatever it is that's making you this high at this point. Maintaining illicit connection with women, gambling, and eating all of these poor animals that have been helplessly slaughtered, which are actually the children of God, by the way. So therefore, these are the main categories of sinful activity: meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, and intoxication. These four sinful activities are prohibited by the Vedas. And I guarantee you, Prabhu, trust me, karma is real. For every one of these sinful activities, there is going to be a price to pay. That price is suffering, either to come in this life or in the next life at some point in time, but that price will be there. So therefore, Prabhu, for you specifically, I recommend this book called The Laws of Nature, and you should take this book and familiarize yourself with how the creator of the universe tells us how we are going to be responsible for our actions that we commit.
Okay, let me take this thing, check this thing out. Hey, Laws of Nature, this was trying to thrill me. Hey, what games you playing here? Hey.
Oh, no, wait. Hang on, Prabhu, hang on. Come back. We're not done yet.
Hell, I'm in trouble now.
So I can see specifically how deeply happy you think you are, how intoxicated you are. But trust me, Prabhu, let me just hang on to this book for a second. Come a little closer. You see, deep down, if, without a shadow of a doubt, I assure you that if you truly analyze your life and why you're living this intoxicated life, Prabhu, you would come to the understanding that you're not happy, you're looking for a way out, and your life is full of suffering. And therefore you have allowed who? Maya, which means illusion, to blindfold you into thinking that intoxication is the way out. But come tomorrow, Prabhu, when the alcohol is out of your system, when the drugs is out of your system, when the cigarettes are out of your system, what happens? All of these problems, life's inevitable, and countless problems begin to fill our mind once again. And all of the suffering begins to flow again and again. And what happens then? Depression, anxiety, violence, frustration, turmoil, you name it. So therefore, Prabhu, there is a simple way out of this, and that simple solution is to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Because Krishna is non-different from his name. So when we chant the name of God, Krishna manifests within us and he'll make the change for you. So therefore, the next book I would like to recommend to you is called Chant and Be Happy. This is actually our motto in ISKCON, chant and be happy. I mean, just think about it, Prabhu. If you just ask anyone or think of the Hare Krishna devotees, the first image that comes to your mind is someone who's jolly and ecstatic, chanting the holy names of the God and dancing. And why is this? Is because they relish the nectar that is coming from within their hearts of the holy name. And they relish the transcendental vibration emanating from the spiritual world. You see, Prabhu, let me just turn this book around. Oh, there we go. George Harrison from the Beatles.
Hey, the Beatles. My parents love the Beatles. He's my guy, man, George.
Okay, calm down. So, back to George Harrison. He is a very, very famous person. We all know that. He took to the Hare Krishna movement and he chanted. He took it to a great extent where he produced and sold over 1 million records. And he has even contributed to the Bhakti Vedanta Manor in London, in England. Now, he is just one of the many great examples of celebrities that have taken to Krishna consciousness. There are so many more. But the point is, Prabhu, is that this book will change your life forever. Our humble request to you is that we are all suffering, but the simple process to end the suffering is to chant the name of God and be happy. Therefore, I will hand these books to you. If you don't mind, please take them, read them, chant, and be happy.
Okay, Ghazi, you know what? It's starting to make sense. So I was gonna blast this 200 on the blackjack. Take it as one donation from me. Let me take this book here. Hold on, uncle. I got lots of stuff here.
Oh.
This must be a sign from God. Bring this book here. Bring this book.
You need this food too.
I need this. I need the biryani. In fact, uncle, bring a crate. I got sins and karmas to wipe out here. Please, man.
Yes, Prabhu, you are indeed correct. Nothing happens without the arrangement of Krishna. And therefore, you have now taken these books, you have taken one step to Krishna. Krishna will take many steps towards you. So therefore, this is your spiritual awakening to your journey. Chant and be happy, and we're very fortunate that you have joined the spiritual journey with us. Hare Krishna, chant and be happy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good times.
So, Puvi, we hope that we could have, we taught you something tonight. Sorry, sir. Do you know the Maha Mantra, Puvi? Let's help Puvi. Let us all raise our hands and let us chant Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
So you got the Mahamantra.
Yeah, put it on a CD, I'll bang it in the escort later.
So can I let you all in on a little secret? This is not Puvi. This is Keegan Prabhu from our Lamarsi Namahasha. And this was all planned.
What happened, Keegan?
So I must say that we thought of this skit just a few days ago. It was unrehearsed, not completely planned, but I think they've done an amazing job executing the idea of a person that's intoxicated and the questions that they might have. Many people stuck in Maya in this material world have this kind of behavior tendency, so I think they've executed it perfectly. However, if we have committed any offense, please, we do apologize. It was not our intention. It was impromptu. The lines were not rehearsed. So everything that you all saw here was just happening as it was discussed and not rehearsed. So let's give them another round of applause. So up next we have another dance item. So let's get our feet tapping, our fingers clicking, and our hands clapping.
சோலை நடுவினிலே நுழைந்தேன் அலைந்தேன்
Thank you so much to Kumari Verona's Dance Institute. Your team has so lovingly danced. Thank you so much. We've enjoyed your 2 items. You could just see the love and the dedication on the kids' faces. That was so beautiful. Thank you. So, as you'll all know, we are here today because we are celebrating Krishna Janmashtami. So, what is Janmashtami? What are we celebrating? Lord Krishna's birthday. And there's no birthday that's complete without birthday cake. So we have a delicious looking birthday cake. It's looking so beautiful and we are going to be cutting it shortly. And you know, Lord Krishna holds his devotees very, very close to his heart. That we all know, and it's said in scripture as well, that Lord Krishna holds his devotees very close to his heart. And this evening, one of Lord Krishna's devotees is celebrating his birthday. And he is such a wonderful devotee. I would like to call His Grace Shukadev Das to the front. Haribol! So Shukadev Prabhu is a very dedicated member of our Lamasi Namahasha, always offering his services with love and dedication, always there to guide us, always there to teach us. He's really an inspiration to all of us. And his services include Pujari services at Sri Sri Radha Radhanath and New Jagannath Puri, that is the Hare Krishna temple in Phoenix and Chatsworth. Prabhu's also been involved in temple festivals, including deity abhisheks, deity cooking services, deity night dressing. He's helped with previous and various preaching related efforts in the community. Prabhu is known to be excellent in his cooking, and I'm sure many of us can vouch for that. In fact, some of the delicious prasads that you're going to taste today was made by him. Also, yes. Also, for those of you all that have come for previous Janmashtami programs and tent campaigns that we have hosted, you would have noticed how beautifully executed the costumes and makeup was. And that is all thanks to Shukadev Prabhu. He is such an eye for all of this. So please come forward, Prabhu. And can I ask Raghunath Bhatta Prabhu to feed him when Prabhu cuts the cake? We get the Kirtan team to perhaps sing the happy birthday song.
Happy birthday.
बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिन ये गाए, बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिन ये गाए, तुझे हजारों साल मेरी ये आरज़ू। Happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
So we wish you a very, very happy birthday from all of us. Thank you for everything that you do. You serve Srila Prabhupada's mission so beautifully. You serve Lord Krishna so lovely. And we all look at you as an inspiration. So thank you, Shukadev Prabhu. A huge round of applause to him. So we now move on to the final part of our program. We will now perform Aarti and have melodious, ecstatic kirtan. But just before we move on to that, a reminder, a plead, a request, maybe even a command. You'll have to be here tomorrow. Please join us. We look forward to seeing each and every one of y'all. Extend the invite to family and friends. We promise y'all just as much fun, more dancers, a drama, lots of fun, delicious prasad, and one or two surprises, and we have gifts to give away as well. So we look forward to seeing everybody here tomorrow. Thank you once again for joining us. Raghunath Bhatta Prabhu will perform Aarti, and we will have ecstatic kirtan now. May we all please rise. Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna!
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine. Saraswati Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Masya Jageshadarine. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, please come forward and offer your efforts for Guru Puja. Please come forward. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga. Gaura 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 Re. Gaura 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 Re. Gaura 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 Re. Gaura 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 Re. Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Re. Sachinandana Gaura Re. Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Re. Padita Pavana Gaura Re. Padita Pavana Gaura Re. Padita Pavana Gaura Re. Padita Pavana Gaura Re. Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Re. Sachinandana Gaura Re. Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram. Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram. Radhe Shyam bolo Radhe Shyam. 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 Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram. Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram. Krishna Balaram, Jai 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 Krishna Balaram. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. 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 Patita Bhava Srila Prabhupada. Patita Bhava Srila Prabhupada. Patita Bhava Srila Prabhupada. Patita Bhava Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Everybody put up your
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare कलियुग अवतार गौरा चंद्रा कलियुग अवतार गौरा चंद्रा कलियुग अवतार गौरा चंद्रा कलियुग अवतार गौरा चंद्रा गौरा चंद्रा कलियुग अवतार 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 गौरा चंद्रा जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम
Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Jai Jai Nitai, Jai Jai Gaur, Jai Jai Shri Ramaya Bhur. Jai Jai Nitai, Jai Jai Gaur, Jai Jai Shri Ramaya Bhur. Jai Jai Nitai, Jai Jai Gaur, Jai Jai Shri Ramaya Bhur. Pavan Radhe Tero naam, Pavan Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Pavan Radhe Tero Naam, Pavan Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Pavan Radhe Tero naam, Pavan Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Pavan Radhe Tero Naam, Vrindavan Dham.
Pavan Radhe Tero naam, Pavan Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Pavan Radhe Tero Naam,
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल.
Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol.
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल.
Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol.
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल.
Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol.
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल.
Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol.
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल.
Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol.
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल.
Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol.
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल.
Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol.
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल.
Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol.
जय जय राधा राधनक बोल, जय जय राधा रत्नक बोल.
Jai Radha Raman Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Bol.
जय राधा रत्नक बोल, जय जय राधा रत्नक बोल.
Jai Jai Radha Raman Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Bol.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Bolo Sham Sham, Bolo 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 Sham, Sham Sham, Bolo Sham, Bolo Sham, Bolo Sham, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Ram Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Ram Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Radhe Shyam, 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 Radhe Shyam. Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Shyam, 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 Shyam. Radhe Shyam, 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 Shyam 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 Shyam, Radhe Shyam. Oh Radhe Shyam, 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 oh Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Jaya Radha Shyam Sundar Radha Shyam Sundar Radhe, Jaya Radha Shyam Sundar Radha Shyam Sundar Radhe, Jaya Radhe Radhe, Jaya Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe, Jaya Radha 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 Radha, जय 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 बोलो वृषभानु नंदिनी की जय 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 राधा रानी की जय महारानी की 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 जय राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद 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 राधे गोविंद राधे गोपाल राधे गोविंद राधे गोपाल राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 बरसाने वाले राधे 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 बरसाने वाले राधे 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 बरसाने वाले राधे 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 बरसाने वाली राधे 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 बरसाने वाली राधे 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 बरसाने वाली राधे किशोरी कुछ ऐसा इंतजाम हो जाए 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 नाम हो जाए कृष्ण
Good night, everyone. Please come tomorrow, same time, same place. Hare Krishna.